I don't really know where to start, to be honest. Everything around here is rusty. Right, before this video does get started, I want to put a huge shout out to all the people that have actually left comments on our videos, especially the last video on this series. Now, I mentioned that I've got a full-time job as well as doing this in my spare time, and the comments have been absolutely insane. So I do want to thank everyone that's commented, liked, subscribed, obviously all that good stuff. But now, this is Mat Armstrong's BMW E24. In the last episode, we started to fabricate that front corner sill. In this episode, we're going to continue with that sill, get it all welded up, and then we're going to start tackling that front corner. Right, so as I mentioned in the previous episode, we started fabricating all the pieces for this. Now, I also mentioned in that episode, link in the description, that these are just tacked on to make sure they all work. I do actually need to take these off again and obviously prime underneath, make sure everything's nice and protected, and then I can get them finally welded on. But I've also got a little L shape to make in here as well, to button all this up, and then I can get everything welded and then have this section all complete. Right, as you can see, there is a big gap here. Now, I didn't extend this panel enough towards this floor pan, so it's left a big gap. Now, I'm not going to weld that up. I'm actually going to cut this section out here and make a new section, so it's actually made out of metal and not weld. So I've made that L section that goes in here, which is this. Before I weld that in, I do want to cut this out, like I say, make a new piece for that, take these out and get these all nice and primed and protected, and then I can weld everything back in and have this section completed. Right, so now I've cut these panels out, it's revealed the extent of this repair. Now, what I do want to do is I want to flip this car back around, blow all this out to get all the dust and debris out, and then I can reprime that in there. I can then prime these panels here as well, get these all nice and protected, and then I can finally get it welded back in. Right, you may have seen me combining the good old Horizon welding mask with the respirator. Nothing wrong with these are really good bits of kit, but I just couldn't get the welding mask down far enough, and it's putting pressure on my nose with obviously this respirator. Now that's where the R-Tec Spiritus Air Pro comes in. Now this is a cordless, rechargeable, air-fed mask, and it's so much nicer to use this when welding. Now you may have seen all the fumes coming up when I was welding, and that's basically the weld-through primer burning off and any other residue burning off, and it's not very nice to breathe in, hence why I was using this. But this is an all-in-one, and you can also cut and grind with it as well, and it's just a fantastic bit of kit. You've got the air-fed thing here, it goes around your waist, it's air-fed from the back, it comes over your face and keeps you nice and cool. And yeah, R-Tec, thank you very much. Link in the description. Back to the video. Right, so now we've got that section sorted, we're going to start looking at this here. Now, as you can see, it's pretty rusty, to be honest. So I'm going to turn the car over so we can get a better look at this, and then we're going to start cutting sections out and refabbing them. Right, so as suspected, you can see it's very rusty, and I don't really know where to start, to be honest. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take this big section out here, this section out here, and also this section out here as well, just to get into that corner, because just everything around here is rusty. Because I can't quite get this where I need it to be, I'm having to drill right from the top, right the way through all of the panels. Now, there's this panel that comes across here, and then there's a panel actually on top, so there's actually 3 layers here. So I've drilled through all the panels there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down here, because this panel needs remaking anyway, and then I can take this panel out and then see exactly what I need to do behind there.